I mean, it sounds like you're envisioning a pretty good role for him this year. What is he doing that?
The little things, Mark, he does the little things. You got to have guys that, whether you call them glue guys or guys that do the dirty work, I don't care what label you put on them, you got to have guys out there that really understand what you're trying to get done, and when things are maybe breaking down a little bit, they can, just by simply moving the ball, can keep things going. And he's going to play. He's always been a very good defender, and it's really the first time since he's been here he's been healthy, and he knows how to play, shoot the ball, and so. And I think I said this, if there's a couple of our guys, and I think it speaks volumes about the way they go about their business. I said it about Sean, and I'd say it about, I would say it about Matt Hill. Everybody wants to see Matt Hill play because they see what he does every day, and never complains, just goes up and does his work, and so he's going to be important to us. They all are.
Coach, how's Gary's role changed at all?
Again, what we've talked to him about, he's proven that defensively he can really be a guy. We talk about rebounding with him, but offensively, I'm not concerned about him there because again, he executes our offense like all of our guys. They're going to score points. Defensively, I mean, he's a guy that we'll count on heavily there, and then rebounding. We need him to do that, but and again, there's another guy that. Oh boy, I mean, you put him in the top probably 5, 7 guys since we've been here in terms of putting time in and working on his game and improving. I mean, he cares, and he cares, and sometimes he wears it on his sleeve too much when things aren't going well because he truly wants to play so hard to help his teammates that when things aren't going the way he wants them to go, he feels like he lets those guys down, and but you'd rather have that passion than the other way. But again, he's a guy that he deserves good things to happen because of his commitment.
Coach Joseph seems like an all-do-everything kind of guy. What aspect of his game are you impressed by the most so far?
Passion, and the way he really defends. Got a great basketball mind. But there's a lot of things that and probably as much as anything, the fact that he really wants to be coached. He really wants to keep growing as a player, and you love the fact that we get through the scrimmage and we're heading back to the airport the other day. He walks in, and the first thing he asks is, "I want to watch the tape." I want to watch. So he's one of those guys that will come in and sit down and constantly just trying to get better at what he does, and he really truly wants to have a great feel for the game, and he knows what everybody's supposed to be doing, which obviously is a great thing. But at this point, if you ask me as a freshman, it's, defensively he's really good there in terms of being young, but he really understands it.
Last one. Rick, you're big on getting guys to work on stuff over the summer. Is there anything specifically that you asked, some of your key guys to work on? I know Doge had the knee. You put LaMarcus through form shooting when he was laid up.
Well, again, Doge has done that ever since he's been here, and he's obviously continued to do that. But again, when just like you would evaluate your team or at the end of the year, you would do that individually. You look at guys and you tell them things, and there's not one, whether it's from a conditioning standpoint. There's guys that we felt needed to be better conditioned, guys that we obviously wanted to get stronger, but that's part of the maturity process of being here. They're still growing kids that are, that you expect them to get stronger. And if you look at their before picture when they get here and after, it's amazing how they change physically in the time they're here. Sometimes within 6 months, it's really amazing. But there's not one part of it as a group. Some things that we talked about and we've worked hard on is passing. As a group, we want to be we need to be a better passing team. And but individually, again, skills, fundamentals, the fundamentals of this game haven't changed, and coaches sometimes can get away from that, but we've always tried to stress it, whether it's on the offensive or defensive end, just be as sound as you can be fundamentally.